I'm singing so that I can sync the audio. What's up, people of YouTube? What's cracking? I'm gonna talk to a microphone. This is so very strange. By the way, hello guys, it's Raykushi. Yay for improvisation! Hello everyone. I just want to say welcome to something a little bit different. Instead of my usual Let's Play of Metroid Prime, I've been contemplating on doing something a little bit more fun? No. No, I'm kidding. What I did was I got together with a friend of mine and we had some pretty fun online brawl matches and we recorded them. One thing I want to get straight before I show any of these is the fact that this is not being recorded from my screen. This was actually recorded by my friend Rory, or ThePunnyGuy. That's who I'm fighting, by the way. So this is being recorded from his side. So this is everything from Punny's point of view. So I'm actually Zelda. I'm not Pit, and you can tell because Zelda has a big ray over her head. So that should probably be a hint enough for you. Now, during these matches, me and Rory were very much out of practice. Like, we pretty much just fired the game and then just started playing whenever the heck we wanted to. I will say that I do still have a lot of experience, though, because I was a pretty big brawl junkie a little while back. And I did play online competitively, so I do play very well, even though I'm out of practice. Now I've had a little bit of practice, and you might say, why I have been practicing? Well, it's because I plan on doing this a little bit more with some other friends, and I do want to be up to par. I do get my ass kicked in this match, though. Aww. But that's the only spoiler I'm giving you. But this was something that was sort of the last minute, because I saw Punny doing some collaboration videos with other people, so I thought it'd be interesting if we did it also. So that's what I decided to do, and we were originally going to have a little bit more guests, but it didn't end up actually working out that way. It ended up just being the two of us, which was fine anyway, and we ended up talking and having a lot of fun. And a lot of the matches turned out really, really funny, as you'll see. Some of these just hilariousness. But that's pretty much it. And I remember one thing he wanted me to point out, because we actually had live commentary for this. It wasn't just like, you know, random battling and then we would post-commentate. We actually had live commentary for this. And, oh, look at that teleport. But we actually had a live commentary for this. And I think I said that like 3 times, but anyway, last time I'm going to say it. We had actually a live recording for this, but something ended up corrupting it, so that's why I have post-commentary right now. But that's fine. I think I would have preferred post-commentating the whole thing anyway, in essence, because it would have been hard for me to concentrate. Well, then again, this gameplay, I would have talking to him, so I'm going to be distracted in this gameplay either way. But one thing Rory wanted me to mention is the fact that we're all nerds. I don't care what you say. If you're watching this video right now, you're a nerd. If you make Let's Plays, you're a nerd. If you get pwned by Pit like this, you're a nerd. And why are we all nerds? Well, because we give a shit enough about video games to actually go ahead and make videos as we do, and it's we're all dumb and ridiculous. But I guess I should actually get to a topic on hand. One thing I should mention is that anyone who's watching this video, if you have a Brawl friend code, please add me. I would love to have any battles with you, and maybe even record them. I don't know if we could do any live commentary without Skype, but I'm pretty sure that we could do that, just as I did with Rory originally. But I do plan on doing this more often, so if you want to fight me, by all means, hit me up and... oh shit. Damn it. Hopefully that sinks in well. But, this is a pretty interesting setup. This actually wasn't picked by me, as you might have seen. This was actually picked by Rory, and I actually picked Zero Suit Samus. So, how fitting of it! I'm doing a Metroid Prime Let's Play, and we're fighting in the Space Frigate Orpheon. And I love the art design and the focus that went into this. I mean, the Parasite Queen in the back looks pretty much flawless. It actually looks better because of the Wii graphics. It actually looks kind of healthier. And it was funny, Roy was actually scared of that hammer, and he didn't actually see that the top had fallen off, so that was actually really funny. Now, one thing I should mention is that Zero Suit Samus it is now because I've started playing competitively for a little while back. But at the time of this recording, like I said, it was our first time playing in a long time. Before that, Zero Suit Samus was still my main character, so I do have a lot of experience with Samus. And this Nintendo Assist trophy, we see him the most in this video, but he was actually the most useful. Typically, that Nintendo is so freaking annoying, I can't even stand him. But he was actually really helpful to me. I can't count the amount of times it actually got Rory killed. So I definitely have to thank dogs for that. But I still prefer cats. So I actually have a cat, a white cat, and one of her eyes is blue and one of is green. So it's like super trippy. But guess what my cat's name is? It's the most simplest name, and leave it in the comments. And if you can guess it, then a cookie for you. But okay, here's a hint. It starts with K, and it's a very, very simple name, probably a name that a child could give to a cat, so it's not very tricky. But as I was saying, Zero Suit Samus is my main, so I was watching this and oh shit. Okay, this is a little bit annoying. You saw that taunt there that said revenge, right? For some reason, I kept using that taunt even when I didn't want to, because I do have other taunts that say different things, and I kept using the revenge taunt at the wrong time, which actually really ticked me off. Now, something about Brawl I should mention is not this match obviously because Rory's a good friend of mine, but when I'll be playing like regular matches, like random, meet up like the normal matches. Why do people like go into the game and then leave? Then they just stand at the side of the screen and do nothing. I got so mad. This one time, there was 4 people playing, right? And there was one person who was sitting at the side of the screen. All right, and he wasn't doing anything. So it was just 3 people fighting. And when the match ended, the person who was sitting at the side won because people would kill each other so much that they all lost points. And then the person at the side who did nothing won. That totally ticked me off. But this battle was actually pretty fun. Fox, he wasn't really my main, but I was pretty good with him in Melee. But I'm not as good with him in Brawl as I was in Melee. In Melee, I raped shit up. In Melee, I was more of a Mario and Fox person. In Brawl, I'm more of a Zelda / Zero Suit Samus character. And you wouldn't believe me about the Sheik one because I lost on that match, but typically I'm really good, and like I said, I'm out of practice, so what are you gonna do about it? But yeah, why, for the love of God, do people have to leave? Another thing, sometimes 2 people, even though it's not a team match, they'll work together. Like, it's supposed to be an all-for-one match. I don't understand it. If you want to work together, you might as well just go to the same, to the team match segment, not the single segment. And I can't freaking talk today. Now, this I kind of felt a little bit sad about, because spoiler alert for 3 seconds, Rory actually gets this Smash Ball, and he uses it, but he used it in a place that I feel like he should have got me. It's right there. I feel like he should have got me with that, and I felt really bad about it. But it's like, whatever. I'm not complaining, but I felt kind of bad. If that happened to me, I would have been all tripped out and be like, yo, what the fuck? And that was really funny. I threw the gun back and I actually still hit him on the bounce. So that was actually really funny. And this was embarrassing. I let him juggle me all the way back because he used the boomerang twice, so I used the reflector shield, but then he ended up going for a regular hit, and he just juggled me really super slow to the edge of the screen, which was that was embarrassing. But I get him back for that. And then I used the revenge taunt in good measure. And if I actually hadn't got him there, that would have been a sudden death match, so that was a pretty good one. This video, we actually had enough footage for about 34 minutes, but I do cut out some matches afterwards because those matches weren't really all that interesting. I ended at the most funniest match. The funniest match is Yoshi versus Olimar, so you'll know that it's the last match when you see it. But that was by far the most funniest match just because of what happens at the end. And I hope you stick around for that because it was like the best part of the entire video. And I watched it over and over and over again. I just started laughing and laughing and dying and dying and dying. But again, more about Brawl, or maybe the Smash Bros. Series in general. And I just burped. But one thing I also want to talk about is I've always wanted to make a video about my wish list for characters for the next game, and me and Rory actually talked about this during our live commentary. But I do want to put my my 2 cents into this. So instead of making a video about it, I'll just include it here. It'll be fine. So I guess I can make the title like Brawl fights with ThePunnyGuy and other things, or something like that. I'm sure I'll think of something interesting, and hopefully I'll think of something that's punny. Ha ha ha! You see what I did there? This match was interesting. I hope hopefully you saw, but Rory actually picked Peach randomly, and then he started saying Peach is a really, really shitty character. Like, he didn't like Peach. He didn't think that you could really do good with Peach, which really isn't true, because my sister, her main is Peach in this game. And my sister plays video games, and she's a pretty active video game player. I'm very happy to have her as a sister. But my sister, she pones with Peach. I hate when she picks Peach because she's harsh with Peach. And I forgot about that. That was the most epic part about this match, is that the fact that Rory reflected my pitfall trap with his ass. How do you repel a pitfall with your ass? I don't know. But anyway, I was saying before that I was going to talk about my wish list for the next Smash Bros. Game, which was confirmed. I think they said it was going to be multi-console, actually. The first multi-console Smash Bros. Game, it was going to be for the Wii U and the 3DS. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know it's going to be on the 3DS for sure, but I missed this like an idiot. But I'm not sure if it's going to be for the Wii U as well. I know it's going to be for the 3DS. And that'll be interesting, and I'm really excited for it because the Smash Bros. Series has had window. I'm saying window because 2 + 2 = 22 and 1 + 1 = window. Thumbs if you get the joke. But again, I gotta stop interrupting myself. It was confirmed that it was going to be the 3DS, and I was excited for it because Brawl has a good history of improving themselves. Meaning, the first Smash Bros. Game was a legend. It was a classic. There was really nothing wrong with it, and it was a great game in itself. Then you come up with Melee, and it was even better. More characters, more modes, it was just fantastic. Then they come up with Brawl, and Brawl was the best of the 3. Sorry, I thought I heard my cat knocking on my door. She probably was. But anyway, some people like Melee more than Brawl because Brawl seems kind of like slow. A little like slower in comparison to Melee, which I understand. But in my opinion, Brawl was the best of the 3. In order, from least to greatest, it was Brawl. It was Smash Bros. 1, Smash Bros. 2, and then Smash Bros. 3. So with each game, they've improved more and more, and I love the Subspace Emissary in this game. So I'm really excited for number 4 because if the trend continues, number 4 will be even better than Brawl, which means I'll be playing it all the time. But again, I'm getting a little bit off topic. I was saying that I was going to talk about a wish list. And this is the match that I was actually Peach, just to prove a point that Peach can whip ass. And since my sister uses Peach all the time, I know all the tricks. So I kind of kick his ass here. But I probably shouldn't spoil the match before it's begun. But anyway, so characters that I would want to see in this Smash Bros. Game, my sort of wish list. I guess I can start with characters that I think may be replaced. So I guess I can open up with that right now. I think characters that may be replaced might be Ike, Lucario. I'm trying to think of other people. I wish I had a list of the character roster in front of me, so this way I could actually see better. But right now, that's the most definite that I can think of is Lucario, and how did I forget already? Oh, and Pokemon Trainer as well. So Lucario, Pokemon Trainer, and I forget what the fuck else I said. I'm pretty sure it'll come back. Oh yeah, and Ike. There we go. But why do I think they'll get replaced? Well, because in Melee we had Roy, and he was replaced by Ike. So if the trend continues, then Ike might get replaced by another heavy hitter. Maybe he'll be replaced by Roy with a different moveset. Or maybe they'll keep Ike. Ike is a very different character in comparison to Marth. The reason they replaced Roy was because he was kind of the same. But then again, so probably not Ike then. I don't know what I'm talking about. But Lucario, I definitely think so. You might say why? Well, because they had Mewtwo in Melee, right? And this is actually pretty epic. Look at how I get this Smash Ball. Ponage! But as I was saying, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I gotta stop that. But Mewtwo was put in Smash Bros. Because Melee, I mean, because he was the most popular character of the region that had been there and present, and by that I mean he was one of the most popular Pokemon ever. You know, and then in Brawl they replaced him with Lucario, who had around the same moveset. The movesets weren't exactly the same, but you could tell that they were built with the same idea in mind. You know, with the whole Shadow Ball thing, or Lucario's case it would be Aura Sphere, which doesn't really look all that much like Aura Sphere. It looks more like Shadow Ball. But the movesets and the effects of those attacks are relatively the same, so it was obvious that Lucario was the one that replaced Mewtwo. And it gets you thinking. The reason they put Lucario in there is because he was the most popular Pokemon around that time, and of the newest region, which was Sinnoh. And Lucario and Mewtwo had around the same body figure. You know, they both stand on two legs. They're both the same height. They both have the same amount of reach. They both have the same power. And by power, I mean like the effects that Mewtwo had in Melee, you could see that on Lucario. Now, I think if Lucario were to get replaced by the coolest Pokemon of the newest region, Unova, I think he might get replaced. I think Lucario might get replaced by Zork, because Zork is just about the most popular Pokemon in the Unova region. Most people want him the most. He's got that figure where he can stand on hind legs. Or just about, and he can learn, and he has a tail, and he can learn pretty much the same move as Lucario and Mewtwo could. So I can definitely see Lucario getting replaced by Zork. And right here, I keep getting reflected by those things, by that ha spinning thing. So I actually see right through that, and then I use a bomb instead. So that was pretty smart of me. You gotta be smart when you're playing on these matches here. You think that you can just wail on people because it's a fighting game, but you actually gotta be really smart. But then again, that's a given. So yeah, Pokemon Trainer. I think that the same idea is gonna still be there. And see, look at that. The Nintendog killed him again. The Nintendog has been so useful in this game. It's amazing. But the Pokemon Trainer, I think the idea is going to stay there. You know, Pokemon Trainer have the 3 starters, but I think maybe the rest of the starters will be different, or maybe they'll just disappear outright. I don't think that Pokemon Trainer is an idea that's going to stay there. And right there, I tried using the B up move to recover, but I ended up using the B move by accident, so I was like, oh, damn it. So that ended up being pretty bad. And Piplup just owned Rory right here. I didn't even need to do anything. If you get caught by Piplup, you're pretty much going to die. So that was pretty funny. And did I say anyone else was going to get replaced? No, I already talked about the 3. But characters now that I think should be added to the game, the one that I probably would want to see the most would be Crystal from the Star Fox series. You know, I understand having Falco and Wolf because they were like the other 2 main characters of the Star Fox series, but I think that Crystal should be in there because Crystal is a very popular character, one of the most popular, and she's a girl. You know, I feel like if they were to add one more Star Fox, I was about to say Final Fantasy. If they were to add one more Star Fox character to the roster, I think it should be Crystal because she's the only girl. There aren't a lot of girls on the roster, and I think it would just be interesting and it would be different. I feel like if they were to add someone like Peppy or Slippy, you know, they would be kind of this, like, I almost feel like they would be kind of the same as Falco and Wolf because they have sort of the same body. They would probably be doing the same things. I feel like if Crystal were there, because she's a girl, she would have a different moveset, a different body type. So she'd have a different move pull, and then I would think maybe if there were final smashes in the next game, Crystal's final smash could involve her staff, and maybe she could even use her regular staff in battle, and then like for her final smash it could be like Earthquake or something. Who knows? I just feel like having Crystal as a playable character in the next Smash Bros. Game would be really, really cool. I love Crystal, you know, so that's definitely something that I hope to see. But in this match, It's funny. Typically, it's very general and sort of expected that you're going to be breaking the mansion while you fight. But the way that we broke the mansion in this battle was actually kind of funny. So make sure you kind of pay attention to that. But anyway, so that's one. That's Crystal, and I think that she should be in this game. Another character that I think should be added. I'm thinking Dixie Kong. You know, if they have Diddy, you know, why not include his girlfriend Dixie? And I know I'm adding a lot of girls to the roster, but those are characters that I just think would be flat out cool to see. So, so far, Zoroark, Crystal, and Dixie. But that's just a wish list. I'm not saying that. And look at this. My own Pokemon that I summoned. It's like Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon in the same sentence. But the Pokemon that ended up coming out of the Pokeball, Weavile, actually saved Rory from the instant death from the missile, which was kind of annoying. Damn you, Weavile. That's why I don't like Weavile. But yeah, you know, I'm not going to really put a lot of logic into some characters now because I don't think I'll have enough time to just talk about why it would be likely or why it would be, you know, smart to put certain characters in. But I think Bowser Jr. could be fun too. What's another character? I'm trying to think. Maybe they can put some of the Metroid Prime Hunter characters like Noxus or Trace. Maybe one of those. You know, because there are not many Star KO of the house. But there's only one Metroid player in Metroid. There's only one Metroid character in the Smash Bros. Game, so I feel like they could add some of the other more popular hunters if they wanted to. That would be interesting. Or maybe some of the bounty hunters from Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. Maybe have like Gandraga, or I think that was her name, the woman who could transform into other people. That would be a fun thing to put in. You know, they don't have a lot of Metroid characters in there either. One thing I get a little bit annoyed about is the fact that people keep saying put Ridley in the game. Why the hell are they gonna put Ridley? Do you know how humongous Ridley is? Okay, go right now on YouTube or once this video is over and look up what is it? And look up Brawl Ridley / Meta Ridley fight in Brawl. And look how ginormous Ridley is. Ridley is like 6 times the size of any character. Oh, and this is the last match I'm going to be showing because this was by far the funniest one. But I don't think that Ridley should be put in. You know, some people say King K. Rool, and I can see that. He's around the same size as Bowser, and like an idiot, I killed myself. But I make up for that. And right here, I know that when this Bulborb comes, he'll open his mouth typically, and if you fall in there, then he'll eat you. So I tried. So he comes back in like 2 seconds, and for some reason Rory just threw that pitfall the other way. Don't ask me why. But then this Bulborb, he's gonna come back in like 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I was wrong. But yeah, King K. Rool, even though he's a villain and he's a little bit bigger than everyone else, he's around the same size as Bowser, so that I can see as being reasonable. And he's not a very hardcore bad guy either, so I can definitely see that happening. What's another cool character that they could put in? Oh, how about this? If they had the Wind Waker Toon Link, then maybe they could have the Wind Waker Toon Zelda as well. And maybe instead of having her transform into Sheik, she can transform into Tetra. You know, that would be something interesting to see as well. You know, I actually really like the stages in Brawl. They were kind of underrated. There are a lot of them that you don't see very often. But I actually really liked all of them. And I was really glad that Rory wasn't like single-minded into like Final Destination over and over and over again. My sister likes to do that. The reason she likes it is because the stage doesn't get in the way of her battling. But I like the different stages. Now this is by far the funniest moment in the match. Okay, you see that Pokeball and you see that Bulborb. If you look at the time, there was like 10 minutes. There was like 10 seconds left. So I'm like, you know what? I'll just throw over there for fun. And wouldn't you know it, freaking Groudon in the mouth of a Bulborb, and even worse. He fucking ate Groudon. That was amazing. That was by far the funniest part of the match. By far. The Bulborb ate Groudon. If it was Kyogre, that would have been funny too because it's a fish. But Kyogre would have moved all over the place. It wouldn't have worked. So that was it pretty much. We did have some extra matches. So I'm not gonna leave those in because those aren't really fun, and I don't really have anything else to talk about. I'm pretty sure that there are some characters that I've wanted for the next Smash Bros. Game that I left out. But I'm pretty sure we'll end up talking about it again when I have another match like this with a friend, because I will tell you that this is coming up. So, well then again, maybe I can talk, you know. But then again, I already said that this one was going to be the last one. But then what else is there to talk about? I don't really have any other things to mention. Well, you know, I guess I'll leave this one in. The next... oh my god, I am so sorry. Well, if YouTube lets me upload a video this long, because I'm not really too sure about how much YouTube time limit I have, then I might have to cut this out abruptly, so that would be weird. This match ended up being pretty fun too, though. But what is there to talk about? School's been going good. I've been getting pretty high averages. Right now I'm in the honor roll, which is kind of like 4.0 if you live in the United States, which is kind of like an 80% or above average. I don't know if they do it in like around the same way in multiple countries. Now this was pretty epic. He kept grabbing the box, and I knew he was coming for me, so I lit that stuff on fire, and I sent his ass flying. And I actually did that purposely. It wasn't like I was just trying to light him on fire and forgot about the box. I actually did that on purpose, which I was pretty happy that I made that move. And you might say, like, why would you be so happy that you made that move? It's not like it's a big deal. But to me, I like looking at like myself making a move or something like that, and then I see that I did something purposely and tactically, and I just killed myself there. So much for tactically, huh? But I like looking at myself and my achievements and my fights and seeing like, hey, I was being really smart here. And smart, apparently, I threw a pitfall at nothing. Why do we have a habit of throwing the pitfall at bad places? But anyway, right now Right now I'm using Lucas, and I didn't really I've never actually played any Earthbound games or Mother 3. I know it's kind of disappointing because apparently some people think it's like the best game ever. I have seen some Let's Plays of it, so you don't have to worry too much about it. But I haven't actually played Earthbound at all. So I don't know why I'm mentioning it. I'm just running out of things to say. And this was actually really funny there. I used the PK Thunder because I was trying to do that like propelling trick to hit him. I ended up missing, but the PK Thunder, the fact that Rory saw it was actually scaring him, so he was trying to move out of the way. But in doing that, he actually ended up killing himself. So that was pretty funny. So I don't know how many of these matches I won, like out of the ones that have been showed. I think I might have won all of them except for the first one. I'm not really too sure. I haven't been paying a lot of attention. But that probably is going to change in the next video I have of them, because this is going up like one day before the video, or maybe even on the day of the video, who knows. But I'm going to be fighting him and another friend or two, probably one more friend. Hang on a minute. Oh, I'm just stretching. I really want to burp, but I can't get it out. There we go. Oh, that's much better. But I'm going to be fighting him and a couple of other friends, maybe one or two, depending on who shows up. And by then, we'll all have actually practiced on Brawl, and I know that we'll all have practiced on Brawl for a little while. So that was pretty much all of the matches. Now it's really boring. So that's the last match I'm going to be showing. I'm not going to keep them in. So if you want me to post longer videos instead of the 30-minute ones and have like an hour one next, then let me know, and I'll probably arrange that. So I guess I'll just, well, okay, how about this? I'll leave you guys with this match, but I won't commentate on it. And then when this match is over, I'll just cut out. So I guess I'll see you guys later, and you can see who wins this one.
Shove! Go!
Four, three, two, one, time! Sudden death, go! Game! The winner is... Sheep!